are live on Shaggy TV for the Outlaw Dirt Series, and we are at the Lernerville Speedway this evening. Up here in Pennsylvania, my neck of the woods, Sarver, PA. A little bit of a drive for me, but definitely plan on making the trip to Lernerville one day. Is always good racing here at the track without walls, and I expect more of the same here, especially as the track ages on. We're going to see cars move off that bottom. Some guys may stick to it, try to make it work, but not going to be an easy thing to do here. That's for sure. You're going to have to stay with it. You're going to have to be dedicated to that inside if you want to make it work. But here, before we get too deep into things, let's take a look here at the points coming in. Cody Slauson, the man up top. He's been too tough to tame. 430, but Dylan DeWert, the only dog really in the fight as of now, 20 points back in P2. And Sam Bachman, he's got to feel good about being in third, but you look at that number, 100 points back. He's big hill to climb for the 007 of Sam Bachman. So anybody can get it together, it's Sam, but man, with the way we've seen Cody run around these racetracks, that 8 is going to be tough to stick with. Let's see what he looks like right now. We'll watch Cody Slauson here. Maybe, actually, let's go on board. Not really much of a cushion up there yet up top, so not sticking it up real high. He drives in a little aggressive here in 1. That's maybe a little higher than he'd like to go right now, but it's where you're just trying to build up the track, and see, that's what I mean. Not really a cushion up there. You step up too far. There's nothing there to catch you yet, and super easy to go over as we see Travis Creech here. He's battling a little bit with, is that Elena? Yes, it is. They make a little bit of contact here. Well, Elena, she's got to put her head down and go back to work here if she wants to run down that 75. 16 cars right now in the field. I believe 17 make the show. So as of now, everybody would be in tonight's main event. Not sure if we're going to get a couple more drivers. No Anthony Morano yet. Not sure if he's going to creep in. But there are definitely a couple guys to keep your eye out on and watch out for. But most of all, man, that 8 of Cody Slauson moves up to P3 now. He's finding some speed here as the track ages. And there's the 75 of Travis Creech as well. He just moves on up to P2. The track is getting faster. Still a ways yet, though, until we roll into tonight's feature. So I imagine by the time we get into qualifying here, we're not going to see lap times in the 15.3s like we are now. Maybe high 15s, low 16s, around a 15.8 to a 16.0. But have to see, because guys will be able to shift and use that bottom a little bit. It is a shorter way around here. You just got to work the throttle here. And something we're going to see guys do throughout the night. Minutes until we roll into tonight's qualifying. Still at that 16 mark, so right now, if you're watching, your driver's going to make the show if they're here, barring other people coming and stirring it up here and messing up what they got going. If you're out there watching, though, let us know who you're rooting for in that chat box. I'm always interested. If you're watching on Facebook, I haven't figured out how to get those messages to pop up without getting it to come up on the stream screen, and I'm not doing that to the race. I only get to see the YouTube ones in my stream chat here. So if you're right on the Facebook side of things and I don't answer you, that's just because, well, I'm not that tech savvy and haven't figured out how to get them to both display as of yet. Let's see here. Do we have guys in another room? We do have a couple in another room. It's a real small one. Only 2 guys on the track. Trevin Fry out here in the 11 and Cooper Accord out there in the 59. Both of them flirting with that high side as of now. Sean Grimes Jr. he just pulls out on the track here. This is one of those times where I might start asking some of the drivers to sit around in Discord a little bit if they're interested in just getting a little get-to-know-you practice interview here, because we always have a little bit of time to kill, and well, I guess they're done killing the time here. As Sean, you see him drive off, but that's because the checkered flag is waving on the session, and we're gonna go into qualifying here at the Lernerville Speedway, and as of now, 16 drivers, all 16 gonna make the field here. Let's see who pulls out on the track first for qualifying. It's looking like Travis Creech in the 75, possibly Tyler Knopf. Almost identical, but it does look like Tyler edged ahead. Let's watch Tyler for lap number 1. Run that middle line here, float up, really carry all that speed, but you got to be careful. You don't want to overjuice the throttle. You got to take it easy. He is purple through sector 1, C through sector 2, green. That will put him on the pole for now, but for how long? We see sector 1 was taken away by Trevin Fry as he comes around in the 11. What does this time look like? Trevin Fry, quick time. Sam Bachman right behind him in P2. A long way to go here in qualifying. Still got a lot of good guys. Sean Grimes Jr. Let's watch him come around lap number 1. You're going to rip the high side here through 3 and 4. And we'll see where he comes in lap number 1. Or actually, that was his out lap. So this will actually be lap number 1 here for Sean Grimes Jr.'s Chad Combs jumps up to P5. Grimes P6 right behind him. Let's watch Combs go around through 3 and 4. Final time. It's quicker through sector 2. Not going to improve. Cooper Accord does, and so does Dylan DeWert. Dylan goes into the top 3, and well, at 15, he's dialed in tonight. Dylan DeWert ripping the top through 3 and 4. Slower through sector 1, quicker through sector 2. What's the time look like? Not going to be quicker. And Cody Slauson comes in lap number 1, finds himself P3. Can the 8 improve on lap number 2? Slower through sector 1. Let's watch him. He's going to run the high side through 3 and 4. Purple through sector 2. Cody Slauson, though, too slow through sector 1, and he's going to stay P3. And all drivers have qualified here at the Lernerville Speedway, and with that, we're going to hang around here until we advance into heat race number 1. And look at that, they are not screwing around tonight. As heat race number 1 already to the grid here. And starting on the pole, we've got the 11 of Trevin Fry into his outside in the 8, the current point leader, Cody Slauson. Inside of row number 2 in the double 4, Chris Thibodeau into his outside, Cooper Accord in the 59. The 00 Sean Grimes to the inside of row 3. Into his outside in the 41, Tyler Knopf. Inside of your final row, row number 4, the 20 of Jacob Black. Into his outside in the 98, Michael Farmer. 2 heat races with 8 apiece, as long as everyone, shows up here. So heat number 1 racing for the inside starting line up of the feature, and heat number 2 will be that outside line as Sean Grimes Jr. currently up front right now. Not too sure why. Here, nobody filled Shaggy in with anything that was going on here. But we see Sean Grimes currently, or maybe just messing around out front. Let them go around, and now he's going to slot back in line. Trevin Fry in the 11 set to bring us to the green flag here as we roll down the backstretch. You're going to see the pace car pull off. We're going to go through 3 and 4. And right now we'll see that green flag. It's high. It's ready to fly. The green flag waves at the Lernerville Speedway. Let's go play. Trevin Fry with a good jump. Cody Slauson gets a little help from behind here as Cooper Accord trying to rip that outside. He did crack the throttle and let him gather it up, but Cody Slauson got to go to work now if he wants to run down the leaders. Cooper Accord goes off the top shelf in 3 and 4, and no caution. He's got to work his way back, and man, he goes off that top shelf again here. Cooper does, and you got to think that really is going to hurt the 59 for the rest of the night. It's going to be hard to pass here at the Lernerville Speedway as the track ages on, but we got a battle for the lead right now here. Only 2 laps in, and Cody Slauson, he's had enough of running around in P2, and at 8, you got to think he's going to be looking for the lead. Trevin's going to go down and try to block, and Cody's going to get a heck of a run coming out of 2 as Trevin made a mistake, opened up the door. He's got to stay committed to that high side now. Got to be smooth if you're that 11. You've seen that's the place to be, but going to go back down there and trim some grass again, and going to push the nose coming off of 2. He keeps giving that 8 chances, and here comes the 44 of Chris Thibodeau, turning this into a 3-car race. On board with Chris Thibodeau here. 5 laps to go at the Lernerville Speedway, and it's a 3-car battle. Grimes and Black dueling it out behind as they're side by side. Jacob Black to the inside. Gonna have to back off for now. The 00's got the momentum. Back up front, Cody Slauson at the halfway point, looking low as we go down the backstretch, and as they send it off into turn 3, you see they all want that top shelf. That's what we're fighting for. Slauson so good in the middle of 1 and 2, much faster than the 11 of Trevin Fry, but just can't carry the momentum to run the bottom through 3 and 4, and Trevin has enough to just come down here, shut the door, and that's a better line for the 11. Doesn't go out there. He took the lawnmower add-on off the front end, stayed out of the grass, and coming out of 3 and 4, we got 1 flag to go after this one. White flag in the air. Can the 8 of Cody Slauson get by, or does he just settle down? We go down the backstretch for the final time. Trevin Fry leaves the basement open here as we come to the checkered flags. Trevin Fry holds on. Cody Slauson P2, Chris Thibodeau 3rd, Jacob Black 4th, Sean Grimes Jr. 5th, Cooper Accord 6th, and Michael Farmer coming across the line in 7th. Tyler Knopf with the early exit. As we get ready for heat race number 2, they're getting called to the grid right now, and we've got the starting order in front of you. Starting on the pole, the 007 of Samuel Bachman, into his outside fellow teammate at FTM, the 15 of Dylan DeWert. Inside of row number 2, the 75 of Travis Creech, into his outside in the 09, Chad Combs. Troy Carlisle to the inside of row number 3 in that 16 machine into his outside in the number 1, Hunter McDougal. Elena Rouge to the inside of row number 4 in that number 86. And to her outside in the 51, Clay Christopherson. His final heat race of the night, and then we're going to talk to our heat race winners. Got Trevin Fry already waiting his turn very patiently. And, I maybe could have tried to do in between races, but what's the point here? We'll just let him get a drink, settle down, catch his breath, and think about the sponsors he wants to thank, and we'll maybe get a little strategy in his mind here, because still a pretty fresh track. I mean, guys want to be up top, but it's not too risky to go up there yet. So pretty single file I'm foreseeing, unless maybe we beat up this track a little bit more in warm-ups. But guys, you almost have to let that person in front of you make a mistake, unless you're going to get so aggressive you force them to make a mistake. As we go down the backstretch here, for the final time, we're going to get set to take the green flag for heat race number 2 as we come out of turn 4. The green flag is high. It's ready to fly. FTM brings us the heat race number 2. Good restart for James Bond there in the 007. Sam Bachman able to get right to that top shelf. Dylan DeWert, he's got some trouble here. He's got the 75 below him. Travis Creech trying to creep his way on up into P2, but man, we got to run on the high side here. Here comes Chad Combs taking that 3rd position. You finished 3rd in heat race number 2. Going to start 6th in the feature. Every spot here is 2 spots, so rather get one now. But look at that, Dylan. Big move for the lead. His teammate counters him back, and now Dylan, he's got Chad Combs looking low on him, and Dylan tried a big move, and he's going to lose P2 because of it. Maybe got a little too aggressive. Maybe didn't learn his lesson, because here comes the 75 looking through 3 and 4, but Dylan, too much of a run. 75 going back to that top shelf in 1 and 2. Now, if he gets a good run off, does he think about looking under? He can't, because look below him in that 51 machine. Clay Christopherson, is Travis Creech goes up and over. Sam Bachman trying to run away out front, but Chad Combs won't let him. As we enter turn 3 and 4, let's watch him rip the lip. You see, turn 1, that's where we're starting to get people vary in lines. 3 and 4, everybody wants to enter high, but there you see some guys 1 and 2 entering in that middle line. Dylan entering right up against that cushion, and you see he's got a big run all over the back of Chad Combs. Maybe made a mistake early, getting a little too aggressive. Opened that door for Chad, and now at the halfway point, he's trying to work his way on by. As we come out of 4, we're going to have 3 laps to go. Elena struggling back here. She had gotten involved in some contact, but able to stay on the track, still up in 6th, started 7th, so that's an improvement. But Clay Christopherson started 8th, up to 4th. That man is on the move, and he's trying to run down these front 3, but 2 more times around, he is running out of time. James Bond trying to protect in the bottom through 1 and 2. Chad Combs trying to just mount a charge on the high side as we go through 3 and 4. White flag in the air. Final time around for the 007. James Bond trying to be smooth here. He knows his teammate Dylan here. He's trying to dial it in. He's putting a move on here for 2nd. But as we roll out of 4, checkered flag in the air. Look at the move. Sam Bachman wins heat race number 2. Chad Combs 2nd. Dylan DeWert 3rd. Clay Christopherson 4th. Hunter McDougal 5th. Elena Rouge 6th. Travis Creech 7th. And Troy Carlisle rounding out the field. As we're going to wait here, we'll let this switch over to a warm-up screen. We'll try to find Trevin. Maybe he can pull on the track for us, or at least in the pits. Here. Let's see. Give me 1 second here, and we'll pull these guys up for their warm-up interviews. And Shaggy had to do a little directing here, but I think we got Trevin coming out and going to get a nice view of this 11 machine. Trevin, able to win heat race number 1, man. We know how important that is, starting on the front row for the feature inside. What's the plan here, man?
I'm just going to try and get the jump, try and run the bottom as long as I can, but yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, you said try to get the jump. Now, I've been watching through 3 and 4. It seems like it's pretty top dominant, Do you think you got to get up there and protect through 3 and 4, or can you make the bottom work?
I feel like you're going to have to roll the top, but...
Well, hey, Trevin, man. Good luck, dude. We're wishing you the best of it here, brother. Go park that 11 in victory lane.
All right, thank you.
That's your pole sitter here. And now we're going to bring up the man starting to his outside here, James Bond in the 007. Sam, how you feeling in that thing tonight, man?
I feel pretty good. The set feels pretty hooked up anywhere you kind of put it. Kind of hope 3 and 4, the middle starts coming alive, so I don't have to be on the top the whole time up there and possibly fall off. So, but other than that, track feels pretty good. Car feels good, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, we saw you put the move back on Dylan, your teammate, after he sent it in there into 3 and 4, and we saw how important the high side was there. Do you think you got any plans? Maybe you can take the lead here, lap number 1, with something similar?
Oh yeah, we'll see how it all plays out, but that would be kind of be the plan.
Well, hey, Sam, good luck, man. We're wishing you luck in that 007, brother. Give him hell.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll send Sam back home, and a couple more minutes here till we get ready to go race. And actually, not a couple more minutes. I think I see that flag change. Yeah, okay, they advanced this, so right on. More power to them. Let's speed this along, and we're going to get ready. Let's take a look at tonight's starting grid. Starting on the pole in the 11 of Trevin Fry, and to his outside in the 007s, James Bond, Sam Bachman. Cody Slauson, your pole sitter, to the inside of row number 2, and to his outside, Chad Combs in the 09. Chris Thibodeau, the 4 machine, to the inside of row 3, and to his outside, the man trying to run down Cody Slauson, Dylan DeWert. Jacob Black to the inside of row number 4, and to his outside in the 51, Clay Christofferson. Sean Grimes in the 00 to the inside of row 5, and to his outside in the 1, Hunter McDougal. Cooper Accord in the 59, starting in that P11 inside of row number 6, and to his outside in the 86, Elena Rouge. Michael Farmer to the inside of row 7 in the 98, and to his outside in the 75, Travis Creech. He had a quick car, but remember that a little hiccup there in heat race number 2. Keep an eye on that 75 to carve his way on up through the field here. Tyler Knopf in the 41 rounds out the field on the inside row, starting 5th, and to his outside, rounding out the field, 16th, Troy Carlisle in the number 16. So Troy looking for a little number magic here. See what the racing gods have in store. As Sam waves there, gives us a little motor rev. A couple of the guys giving us a motor rev there, a little wave. And we'll head down the backstretch. That pace truck's going to pull off. And as we roll through 3 and 4, that 11, he's going to start licking his lips, and Trevin Fry is going to get ready to drop the hammer. As 35 laps at the Lernerville Speedway. Let's go play in the clay. Trevin trying to make that bottom work here. Cody Slauson as well, but the 007 mounting that charge right away on the outside of 1 and 2, but he's just got to stay up there through 3 and 4. Doesn't want to make a mistake, doesn't want to lose a spot. As we got drivers going off. Hunter McDougal in the 1 off early. Sean Grimes Jr. around. No caution for the 00 as he tows, and man, oh man, Bad luck early for the 00 of Sean Grimes Jr. Dylan DeWert on the move, started 6th up to 5th in that 15 machine. Sure looks like a 20 to me, but we're calling it 15 tonight as that's his league number. Dylan trying to look to the inside of Chad Combs while Trevin Fry is trying to run away here, protecting the bottom. And Sam Bachman trying to do something different, trying to mount that charge on the high side through 1 and 2. And sometimes there's 2 different ways to get to the same place. And I mean, you're seeing pretty even laps from those guys. Let's bring up the 5-lap history here for the top 3. Seeing Sam Bachman, Trevin Fry, they're rotating these first 4 laps. Every other just back and forth, back and forth. Who's got it this time as they come by? Cody Slauson's the quickest of the 3 as the 8's starting to put his head down. I mean, these guys up front going at it here as much as they can. Track not as racy as it will be here in 10 or 15 laps. So guys just got to get themselves in position to make that move. And knowing, you know, hey, I'm probably not going to get it. And never mind. Sam Bachman in the 007 says, Shaggy, what the hell are you talking about? Throws it in. Trevin Fry counters back. He's got to send it into 1 and 2, but this is where Sam wants to be. He likes that high side. Can he think about it again here? They're even. He's going to come up. He's going to slam that door shut. Yellow flag out at the Lernerville Speedway, and Sam Bachman, he's going to have to try again here. His caution is out. Tyler Knopf involved. I believe Troy Carlisle and Travis Creech, they may have gotten a piece of this as well. Let's see. Let's go up here to the box. See if we can get a good view. Going to send it in. Yeah, Travis Creech is definitely, he's going to get a big piece of it there. The 75 gets hit in the side. He's going to go around, and well, there you see the 3 cars involved. Travis just minding his own business, entering 1, and well, he got a knock on his driver's door, and he had to turn around to see who was knocking, and caution comes out. Great run there to open up. 8 laps in the books, and when we get back rolling here, should have, let's see, about, call it 26 laps to go. Sean Grimes Jr., I think, may possibly getting a lap back here, as we saw he was involved in that first lap mess up and had to get a tow as no caution came out. Definitely would have had a caution in real life. You go over that edge. But sometimes you get unlucky, and that's what happened here. Is Sam Bachman in the 007 set to bring us back. Or Trevin Fry in the 11, excuse me, set to bring us back to the green flag. And he's still trying to get some more laps back here. Is the green flag? Oh, no, they're going to delay it. All right, Shaggy missed the pace car staying on the track. And going to delay it to try to get him back on the lead lap. I believe the lights did just click off there. Time I say they did just click off there, I'm sure I will look like a liar here. No, okay. Pace truck coming off here, and we're going to get set to go back racing as the 11 of Trevin Fry will roll through 3 and 4. The green flag is high. It's ready to fly. We're back underway at the Lernerville Speedway. Battle on. Cody Slauson, big send here, but he couldn't really do what he wanted to do. He was too close to Trevin Fry. He may have been able to get up in front of Sam Bachman. Now, who is this here? Dylan DeWert thinking about it, dancing downstairs, but just nowhere to go. You can't get enough of a run. They're 3 wide for P2. Hang on, Sammy. Here he comes. He just had to defend 2 dogs off. Now he sends it back in, and caution out once again. And man, oh man, Sam Bachman. This man, he's got his head in his hands. He's just saying, what do I got to do every time I make a move? The boys behind me misbehave. And, well, this time, looks like it was his teammate misbehaving here, Dylan DeWert. Let's see what happened. The 20 car, AK-15, goes around. Let's watch that black and yellow machine. Let's see what happens here. Just goes over the top shelf all by himself. He goes around, caution comes out, and able to keep on rolling, but gonna have to go to the back of the field and Dylan DeWert, not to rub it in, but you see it, came in tonight 20 points behind Cody Slauson. He was ahead of the man. He was trying to earn some points back, and one mistake at the Lernerville Speedway. He's going to watch himself now be battling his teammate, possibly Sam Bachman, if he can't work his way back up through the field quick. So I thought we'd never get that to disappear here. I started to panic, but we got it to disappear, and it looks like the 11 here, he's trying to disappear a little bit. Trevin Fry, he's hoping that connection stays solid. That's not something he wants to deal with. His lights are still on the pace truck, so not going back green just yet, but Grimes able to get back on the lead lap. That last set of cautions, so cool deal for Sean Grimes. Just like I say, that we saw him loop around and sit up there, and we just saw the same thing happen to Dylan, but a caution came out. So it was misfortunate for the 00 machine, but able to get back on the lead lap, and now Sean, he's got a chance to work his way on up through the field. Take a look at that 00 machine. So I believe the pace truck is off. The green flag is high. It's ready to fly. We're back underway at the Lernerville Speedway. Trevin with the best restart he's had all night. Cody Slauson trying to take advantage of that good jump, but they're 3 wide behind him. Clay Christopherson down there in the basement, but caution out once again. Tyler Knopf, I believe we lost him up over the edge. We did, and, well, Tyler had to teleport there, use that toe, but Sean Grimes Jr. possibly involved in what brought out this caution. Let's see. This is what iRacing's telling us anyway. No, that started way ahead of Sean. Okay, so he does get caught up in it a little bit. But yeah, drivers go around, contact. Let's try and see if we can find what happened. Does it start up there with Elena? She's near it. I saw the pink car involved. Let's see if we can look here, diagnose from here. Okay, so the car to her outside just gets in the wall, but then she gets a little loose. They were totally unrelated accidents. Didn't look like there was any contact. Yeah, no contact. She just maybe got in the brakes a little bit, didn't want to bounce into the side of the person there, and checks up in front of the field, and we're under caution again at the Lernerville Speedway. Sam Bachman, he lost the spot on that restart. Cody Slauson, I told you he got an amazing jump and must have been able to beat that 007 to the start-finish line. And now Sam Bachman, man, he finds himself in 3rd place. Arguably, has been the fastest car so far. We'll have to see what Cody looks like now that he's in P2. But Sam been battling for the lead here, trying to get around these last couple restarts. Loses P3 on a start, and now Trevin Fry leads us back to the green flag. 24 laps to go at the Lernerville Speedway. Cody right downstairs. Sam goes down there as well. I thought we'd see Sam try to rip that outside, try to do something different to earn this back, but right now content with following that 8 here as they drive off into turn 1. Oh, they were 3 wide back there, as you see, spreading out a little bit. But, man, these guys here in the back, no chill. Guys got to get spots while you can, while the field's tightened up, and makes it that much easier. Sam Bachman trying to go back upstairs here, trying to run down that 8. And I'll tell you what, he is running down the 8. Sam Bachman, he is hungry. He knows this is probably the best car he's had all season. Best chance the 007 has had to stand on that top step of the podium. Loves Lernerville. Will we see a big move this time? No, not yet. Caution is out. Caution is out once again here at the Lernerville Speedway. Troy Carlisle looks to be the reason for this yellow. Let's see if we can get a replay of it. Troy Carlisle in the 16 machine. Let's see on the inside of Travis Creech right now. Just Elena gets turned. Couldn't see who got into her. And well, when she comes, that's a 75. That's Travis Creech. Gets into the back of Elena Rouge. Turns her around and nowhere for Carlisle to go. And caution is out at the Lernerville Speedway. Still not at the halfway point yet, so guys have a long way to go. Track's still going to change. Going to lose grip in those rear tires, so guys need to behave. They need to pace themselves. Long, long way to go. Lights should go off this time. They do go off. Nope, they get put back on, and we're going to go around one more time. Is there a little back behind the pace car? There we go. Now I'll get it this year. Yeah, it always makes my job hard when they leave that big gap. I can't ever tell when the lights are off, but the lights are off, and we should be set to take the green flag here this time. Trevin Fry leads us through 3 and 4 once again. The green flag is high. It's ready to fly. 20 laps to go at the Lernerville Speedway. Sam Bachman with an excellent restart here. He's going to look right to the bottom on that 8, but man, we haven't seen it work yet, and we're not going to see it work now. Jacob Black thought about it too, and now he opens the door for that 15 machine of Dylan DeWert. Dylan got it dialed in up top, made a mistake early, and he knows he's got to be smooth the rest of the way out. Only 19 laps to go. Going to get a run on the double 4 here of Chris Thibodeau, but he can't look low because Jacob's still to his inside. Cody Slauson, though, he's trying to flirt around with the bottom. You saw him take it through 3 and 4, and that allowed Sam Bachman to reel him in. Sam trying to run down that 8. He's looking up top. He's going to have a big run here. Cody's got to leave it open. Sam's there. Cody's going to send it in. Won't be able to get up there and shut the door. Battle him for P2, and you got to think this one might be coming home with Sammy. Cody's going to leave it in the basement, and Sam going to have it at the line. Sam Bachman back to P2. Got plenty of time here. He's just got to be smooth. He can run down your leader. 3 wide, back in the back. Jacob Black up top. Cooper in the middle. Clay on the bottom. The 51 trying to run in the basement here. Not going to work as of now, but won't go away. Still under Cooper here. A lot better through 1 and 2. We're seeing the bottom work real well through 1 and 2. Cooper had to give up. Jacob went down there, tried to shut the door. Clay was there. Clay's going to beat him to the line. We got a car in the wall. Travis Creech, and caution is out here at the Lernerville Speedway. We just caught the end of it. But coming to a stop up there at the top, that is going to be our yellow flag here. You see, gets into the outside wall. And actually, Let's see here if we caught it on this. As you see, yeah, just a big send, steps over, and whoa! Travis. Man, cameraman. Gonna have to tap all his parts there after that one, make sure he's still there. That was close call coming out of 4, and man, the pace truck gives us a little show there. He ramps himself back on. Trevin Fry still the man out front, though. Samuel Bachman trying to change that. Has gotten his way back up here to P2 and knows he's got a quick car, but not easy to pass here at the Lernerville Speedway, and not easy to keep yourself on the track, as we've seen guys go over the edge. So we'll see here. I just missed those lights. I couldn't tell if they were off. Now we got a view of it. Lights are off. We are going to go green this time by-in. Trevin Fry will have 13 laps left when he takes the green flag here. Not a lot of time. We'll have to see if Sam Bachman can find a way around. Maybe Cody Slauson as well. We're back to racing. Great jump from the 11 of Trevin Fry. Those two immediately start battling behind him, and that's what he wants to look up in the rearview mirror and see. Clay Christopherson downstairs. He's got to get on the binders. Almost got into the back of Chris Thibodeau there, flirting with the bottom. Guys moving down there. They're finding that it's starting to work in 1 and 2, but right now the leaders dedicated to that high side. It's what's been working. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Cody Slauson there, still riding around in 3rd, trying to protect that final podium spot from the 09 of Chad Combs. But how long can he do that? Chad starting to make that middle groove work even through 3 and 4. Didn't lose a lot of ground. Going right back to the top shelf, though, in 1 and 2. Sam trying to run down the leader here. Let's take a look. Top 3. Let's see the lap times. Sam, he may be trying to run him down, but it ain't working. Take a look. I mean, slowly but surely, Trevin slowly pulling away from the 007 of Sam Bachman, who maybe had to race a little bit too hard there early on, trying to get back to 2nd. Chad Combs feeling the pressure from Dylan DeWert. Dylan down in the basement now. We've seen him rip that top side. Not able to do it, though, when Chad's running the high side. You got to go where he's not. And through 3 and 4, he has a little hiccup there. He gives all that ground he had right back. And look at the 44 of Chris Thibodeau. He's reeling him back in as these guys in front racing hard. Remember, this is for your final podium spot here. Is look, Chad Combs now has the advantage as we enter turn 1. Cody with a hiccup coming out of 4. Chad's got it going into 3. Now Dylan trying to work around Slauson. Remember, these guys battling for the points lead. Dylan with a major error early on. Did Dylan beat him to the line as the caution flag flies at the Lernerville Speedway? Man, that's going to mean a lot. Did Dylan hold him off, or did Cody beat him to the line? And the caution is for the 051 of Clay Christopherson. You see him racing hard here with Troy Carlisle. Troy to his inside right now. Troy's going to come up and, left the lane, then shut it after he was already up there. And Clay Christopherson, he gets to meet the cameraman there on the outside. And let's see if he did. Probably see this contact happen in the middle of the corner. He may have went off a little early. He might end up here. How you doing, Clay? Tough break for you. And man, the 051 is, that 51 car is nights over as he was moving on up through the field. Well, not necessarily over, you know. He will probably stay on the lead lap. Maybe can quick repair and get back out there, but won't be able to get up to that top 5 like the 51 was flirting with. Clay was having a good run out there this evening. As we come around here, not too sure if we're going to have the one to go yet. They're hanging out a little far back for us, so don't get to see it. There we go. Lights are off. Trevin's going to bring us back to the green flag. We should have 4 more laps to go when we come across the stripe. Sam Bachman running out of time here. He's got to make a move early. He's got to ace this restarter. Trevin Fry might close the curtains. 4 laps to go. Can Trevin hold on here at the Lernerville Speedway? Immediately, Sam Bachman to that top shelf, going to follow around Trevin. Trevin gets a little sideways there, but doesn't lose a lot of speed coming out of 2. Not the run he would have wanted, though, to open up the lap. As Sam Bachman all over him here, 3 to go. Sammy needs this thing to stay green. Dylan needs it as well, too, as he's trying to look to the basement. He's trying to look under Chad Combs. Caution is out on the racetrack. And man, oh man, advantage leader on these restarts. Just don't know if Samuel Bachman is going to have enough time. Troy Carlisle, we see him get bounced around, and Troy, he's going to go up in that outside wall, come to a stop, and well, we're under caution here once again at the Lernerville Speedway. Who else was involved with that? It wasn't Elena. Tyler. Oh, that is Troy sitting up there. The paint job looked different sitting up there in pit road. We take the green flag here. We're going to have 2 to go. First attempt at a green-white checkered. So, I mean, Sam thought it was hard before. I talked about it. It's not impossible, but it nearly is. Sam, he almost needs to jump this restart. Needs to be a psychic. You need to go right as the leader goes. You don't have time for any mistakes here in a 2-lapper. Especially, when the leader, he calls the shots. He goes when he wants to. So it's really hard to have that perfect reaction time. And well, Sam's trying to edge him up there. He's trying to say, hey, Shaggy has a tough time seeing those lights when we hang out back here. Maybe tighten up. And for now, it looks like it's working. As we come down the backstretch, the lights are off, like I say. First attempt here at a green-white checkered for the Outlaw Dirt Series at the Lernerville Speedway. Had a couple cautions tonight. Hopefully we let them race it out. Hopefully we get to see what it's like as the green flag is high. It's ready to fly. Sam Bachman with about as good of a restart as you can have there in P2. But Trevin, man, he's got to ace 1 and 2. Cody Slauson tightens up in the basement as he slides back up the racetrack. The 44, Chris Thibodeau, looks to his inside. He's going to try to send it up. A white flag in the air final time around. Trevin Fry looking up in that rearview mirror probably as much as he is that windshield. Sam Bachman going to get a big run here off of 2. He's going to look low. Trevin tries to shut the door. He goes down, gets in the grass. And man, oh man, I told you. Sam Bachman here losing P2. I told you that last lap he was going to be looking more in that mirror than he was out the front windshield. And well, Trevin, he's going to get it done. That was enough to hold it off. Sam Bachman maybe got caught, wanting the win too bad there, committed to driving in too low, and he gets second place stolen from him by Chad Combs here. Let's go back. Let's go to the aerial camera. Let's watch this white flag lap here at the Lernerville Speedway. So you're going to see Trevin worried about playing defense there, protected the bottom in 1 and 2, and that was the mistake, but Sam couldn't make him pay for it here as he shuts the door, and that's where, if you're Sam, man, it's the last lap. I would not have blamed Sam if, when you get this run off, it's coming, he gives him a little tap, but man, then the door shuts. You almost got to go in there and lean on him, let the sparks fly. The checkered flag's waving coming out, but Sam, at the end of the day, a better man than I am, and he knows he's running for points here, and a P3 is what Sam Bachman needed here. Able to finish in front of both the guys in front of him as we give these guys a minute or two to catch their breath. We'll pull Sam Bachman up here when we see him climb up into the waiting room, and we'll talk to the 007, the man able to bring home P3. Hey, Sam, Shaggy in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I felt the same way after that. I've gone up into the waiting room and muted myself before, and I won't get you to talk about it too much. But I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta feel like maybe one got away from you here, man. You had a lot of speed in that 007.
Oh yeah, that last caution kind of screwed me over. I knew it was gonna be hard to pass him at the end once that caution came out, but I feel like if that caution never would have came out, I feel like it would have been a good slider battle. But I was just hoping after that caution or whatever, when he hit the bottom or the middle one and two, I was just hoping I could get a good enough run to get to his door and get there. But he just had the lane, and I just had to back out of it. I mean, this is he did what he had to do, that's for sure.
No, yeah, you're exactly right. Sometimes, you got to play defense, and man, that's what he was able to do, able to shut the door. But let's rewind a little bit. When you were running in second, battling for the lead early on, about the halfway point in the race, I couldn't really catch it, but when you fell back to P3 behind Cody Slauson, what was the deal with that? Did he beat you to the line on a restart?
I think that was just an iRacing error. 'Cause we never crossed the line. There was just a caution right away, like right when we are coming out of turn two or whatever. And I don't know what happened, but I guess he just went in front of me and gave him the position.
Well, hey, Sam, at the end of the day, man, able to overcome a lot of obstacles and, arguably the fastest car, but sometimes the fastest car doesn't win, and you're going to bring home P3 tonight. But at the end of the day, nothing to hang your head about, man. Great run. Who do you want to thank?
Oh, all the boys over at FTM, Gunner at Swan Speed Shop, Dean over at Super Dirt Car Series, Expert Installation, Sam Wakanda Setups, Shaggy, you for doing the broadcast for us, and everybody for racing good clean out there.
Well, hey, great run, Sam, and man, I look forward to talking to you maybe a couple times next week. I'm filling in Thursday for Marty, so I expect to talk to you in those modifieds.
Alrighty, I'll give her a try.
All right, good run tonight, Sam. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As your third place finisher, Sam Bachman, and now we're going to bring up the man who snookered him there for P2 at the end, Chad. Coming to the checkered flag, you're going through 3 and 4. How big were your eyes, man? Were you hoping they collected each other and maybe you stole a win?
Nah, I knew something was about to go down the way they're coming off turn two, so going on the backstretch. So, I mean, I was hoping for it.
Well, you're able to get one, but not both. And I mean, dude, a P2 with this field here tonight at Lernerville, man, that's gotta feel good. I mean, the car looked good for you tonight, able to move up up through the field. Not many guys able to pass, but you starting fourth, able to move up to second. That's a pretty good run.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. That's back-to-back seconds for us. Can't blow short both times. What the heck? Maybe next week we can pull off a W.
Yeah, man, and we know how hard it is to beat that 8 car. A couple guys able to accomplish it tonight. What was the trick? What was the trick out there? Throttle control tonight and just flirting with that cushion up top?
Yeah, and I think you got to qualify. I mean, you got to qualify and put yourself starting up front. I think that's huge.
Well, hey, Chad, great P2, man. Like you said, back-to-back weeks. That's something to hang your hat on. Great run for that '09. Who you want to thank?
I want to thank the guys at NLRA, Fusion Setups, YD's Photography, and everybody who puts us on. Appreciate it.
Well, hey, heck of a job, Chad. Love talking to you, man, and hopefully I get to do it a lot more this season. Great run.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And now we're going to bring up the man of the hour here, Trevin Fry. Trevin, let's go back to the final restart, man. You protect the middle let's go back to the white flag lap. You protect the middle in 1 and 2, and boy, he gets a big old run off the top shelf. Did you knew you just had to go down and protect going down the backstretch?
Yeah, I really figured he was gonna throw a slider in 1 and 2, but I guess it never happened. But yeah.
Yeah, able to go down there and shut the door. And we know, man, this is your first win this season, and to be able to hold off Cody Slauson, Sam Bachman, Dylan DeWert. I mean, dude, what's that feel like? It's got to feel good because you really do got to tell me, man. I don't know what it's like to beat those guys. I can't.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I've beat him a couple times this season, but yeah, they're always fun to race with. Cody's pretty good. Everyone's just, you got to be on your A game.
Yeah, and dude, you were able to do just that. You were fourth place in points coming in, and pretty good run here. We might see you up in the top 3, but do you think you can schedule or get a couple more good runs in? And we're not even halfway through the season. You think you can flirt with this championship before this thing's over?
Yeah, I kind of messed it all up last week because I had to miss it, but yeah, we were looking pretty good the first 2 weeks, so hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling.
Well, hey, Trevin, congratulations, man. Another big win for you here in that 11 machine. Gotta feel good. Who you want to thank?
Yeah, I just got to thank Colton, Lucas, Landon, Tucker, everybody over at CFS, Factory 11 Graphics, Lane Foils for photography. Yeah, just everyone that helps me out.
That's right. See, you got to do a better job in your interviews, man. I do too many leagues. I just totally blanked. That's right. You did. You dominated. You won every race, and then last week you missed, dude. I totally blanked on that till right now. What a terrible guy I am. But dude, you're back to your domination, back on the track. Trevin, man, those guys enjoyed your week off, but man, it looks like you're back here. Good run.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's your winner, Trevin Fry, man. Able to get it done. I can't believe I lapsed like that. I totally forgot. He's dominated this thing. And then, yeah, last week he misses and we're able to get a first-time winner. So Trevin back here doing what he knows best, taking checkered flags, and he does it at the Lernerville Speedway. From everyone at the Outlaw Dirt Series, I thank you for tuning in. If you like what you watched, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and tune in next Sunday night, 9:30 East or 8:30 Eastern time for UMPs once again here in the Outlaw Dirt Series. I'm Zach Chapman, aka Shaggy, signing off. Have a good evening.